Good morning, Ms. Reinhardt. Can you hear me okay?
Good morning, Your Honor. Yes, I can hear you.
Good. Mr. Troyer, can you hear me all right?
I apologize, it's actually me, Your Honor, Danielle Fox. That was my client's name that was put on there.
That's okay, Ms. Fox. Thank you. You can hear me okay, I take it.
Yes, I can, thank you.
Okay, are we waiting for Ms. Valdez or Ms. Reinhardt, or you represent the defendant?
I represent the defendant, Your Honor. Ms. Valdez is on maternity leave.
Okay, so Ms. Valdez will not be joining us?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. Okay, we're here to hear a motion to compel filed by the defendant. So Ms. Valdez, I'll let you take the lead.
Your Honor.
Ms. Reinhardt, I'm sorry, Ms. Reinhardt. Let me change this on my.
I understand what you meant, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
Defendant served requests for interrogatories and production to the plaintiff in July. They served timely responses to those, but there were several responses that were deficient, specifically related to matters regarding the physical condition, mental condition of the plaintiff, and as well as some of her claims. For instance, we asked for any current complaints the plaintiff currently has, any past lost wages she might be claiming, which were asserted in her petition and in her initial disclosures, her employment history, again related to lost wages, matters relevant to the subject matter of this motor vehicle accident lawsuit, her physical condition, her mental condition, her claims. The plaintiff objected to many of these responses, but did not provide responses to them. Some of them did not indicate whether she had responsive documents or not. And we are seeking full, complete response to these requests. I'll also point out that no response was ever filed in response to our motion to compel. And so I'm not aware of any arguments that are made in response.
Okay, Ms. Fox, you want to respond?
Yes, I mean, the responses are objections in the initial discovery responses. That's why we didn't feel the need to clog up the court's time by having another response issued. I will say that in review and preparation for this hearing, I do see that we will supplement on interrogatory 17 and 21 and request for production.
Let me stop you right there. Have you guys talked since the filing of this motion?
No.
Okay. I'm not a fan of these kind of motions. I'm really not. And it seems kind of ridiculous that someone has to file a motion before you begin supplementing. So what I'm going to ask you to do, I've got another hearing pending, okay? It's my rule that if someone's time is going to be wasted on motions to compel, it's going to be the parties and not the courts. So what I'm going to ask you to do is to confer, and I want you to log back in to this particular Zoom link at 2 o'clock today. And I want you to resolve all those that you can resolve. Ms. Fox, you got something scheduled for later today? You can't make it?
I have a mediation. I see that, let me just pull it up. Okay, it's with Kevin Walker. He should allow me to jump out and to log in back in for the hearing.
If that's not a convenient time, you want to suggest a better time, I'd like to get it done today.
2 o'clock is fine, Your Honor. I'll explain to the mediator that I need to jump out. I don't expect it will take more than like 20 minutes for us to discuss the motion, so.
Okay, is 2 o'clock fine with you, Ms. Reinhardt?
It is, Your Honor.
Okay, I want you guys to make a good faith effort. And I'm not a fan of making objections and then giving the answers. If the answers are the answers, they're the answers. So I've looked at some of the responses, and that just kind of gives you a clue of how I feel about these things. But I want the two of you to sit down. If you're making a lost wage claim, then they're entitled to information about that. Obviously, you're making some claims about some kind of alleged injuries. So, and Ms. Reinhardt, I will say that you may want to kind of tailor some of your questions a little bit. You know, any and all are not favorite questions of mine because they're just too overly broad. If you would tailor them to specifics of this particular lawsuit and this accident, you may be able to get a more favorable response. So I'm going to suspend this hearing, and we're going to reconvene at 2 o'clock. And hopefully the list of the issues you would like the court to address will be much smaller than they are now, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you so much, and we'll see you at 2 o'clock today.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.